Alright, welcome back to the channel. Alright, today we have an interesting video, and it is official. Correa, he's not going to be a Met. I'm a little disappointed about that, but it is what it is, Met fans. It is what it is. Okay, first of all, I want to start thanking everybody. Last couple of videos, I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the comments. Please keep them coming. We got a lot of good stuff coming in the future. But today, to get into the video today, Correa has chosen the Minnesota Twins. And we're going to go over why not the Mets, why the Twins, what the heck happened. Okay, so you're going to get my raw thoughts. Obviously, there's not that much out there. It kind of just happened about an hour ago. But, so the deal is, he's going to take a 6-year deal from the Twins at $200 million, and it's going to be about $33 million a year. Apparently, the Mets, they were only willing to go to $26.5 million a year for 6 years. That equates to about $155 million. And then the next 6 years, there were conditions. So basically, we're looking at a $155 million contract guaranteed, and that's down from $315 million. What the heck happened? If you look at from Correa's perspective, he's got 350, 315, and now you're going all the way down to 155. So you can kind of see from his perspective, he's looking at his money go all the way down, why he wants to get the most guaranteed money out there. And Twins were offering $33 million a year as opposed to 26. And that's for 6 years. So the Twins, you got 6 years, $33 million a year, $200 million, and then you got incentives that would take that deal to $270. So it looks like the money-wise, we figured it out why he would want to go to the Twins. But why? What the heck happened with the Mets? 3 weeks ago, we had Steve Cohen in Hawaii saying this was the last piece of the puzzle. This is the guy we needed. I mean, I'm thinking there must have been something really wrong on those MRIs or medicals. That ankle must have been, basically a paper ankle. So I look at it from that perspective. There had to be something drastically wrong that Cohen sees, because realistically, Cohen is in the risk management business. He is not adverse to taking risk. He 100% is not. He's been taking risk his entire life. But in this day, if you're a success, it's the amount of risk that you take. Now, in situations we see, why is Cohen signing a 40-year-old? That's a risky proposition there. But he's signing two 40-year-olds basically to short-term contracts. So there is risk there, but it's major rewards because these guys are still at the top of their games. So even though there's risk, the reward percentages is higher than the failure percentages. So as long as there's a higher percentage of reward than failure, Steve Cohen will do it. He was willing to spend $315 million. He probably thought, the guy's got an ankle situation, no problem. We'll give him the best doctors in the world. But if his doctors goes, hey, Stevie, in year 3, this guy, there's an 80% chance that ankle's gonna, he can't play on it, or he's gonna be 50% of the player he is, the risk is not worth it. You're going to be in years 3 through 6 or years 3 through 12, depending on how long you want to do the contract. He's going to be a shell of himself. Steve Cohen, he basically has to say the risk is not there. So he made a contract offer that was in proportion to the amount of risk he wanted to take. All right. We also have to look at opportunity cost. Steve Cohen figures if we give this guy $27 to $30 million a year, that's $27 to $30 million that we can't give to a guy like Shohei Ohtani or Manny Machado, guys who are healthy, guys who are highly productive, guys who could be highly productive in 5 to 10 years. So that opportunity cost, now we have an extra $30 million that we were willing to give to a player. We have that in our pockets. We can give that to another player. So Met fans, please don't be upset. We have to trust Steve Cohen. And believe me, I wanted Correa more than anyone. Check out my videos because I talked about how important he was. In my video, the top 10 most important Mets, he was number 1. He was number one. Okay, so you know, in my heart, he was very important to the team. But we know that the reason why he's not a Met is because there were reasons down the road in maybe year 2 and 3 that he wasn't going to be as productive. So we want to make sure, the Mets want to make sure that they're putting themselves in a situation now and in the future to be successful. So I understand why the Mets wouldn't go down a road if their team doctors and everybody said to Steve Cohen it's not a great idea. Okay, why are the Twins able to take this type of risk? Why did they take the money? They're not a major market. They're not Steve Cohen. The owner of the Twins doesn't have $18 billion. It's so simple. The Twins are in a situation where they can't really attract premier free agents. They were lucky last year that they got Correa. Correa did pretty decent. Apparently, the Twins were very happy that he was a good clubhouse guy. He batted .291. He was an effective piece in the Twin. But if they're not going to attract major premier free agents, this is their guy. They got to go all in. So they knew that they had to up their offer and give him $33 million a year because Steve Cohen was willing to give him 27. So this is their guy, and I understand they're going to build around Carlos Correa. And, you know, I wish all the best for Carlos Correa. I want him to be a healthy guy. I hope that he produces, and I hope that the Twins are successful because they're investing a lot of money in this guy. Okay, so the Mets, they weren't willing to take that risk. And what are their options going forward? The Mets have a plethora of options going forward. You know, Escobar, he had a decent to mediocre full year, but his September was really good. We got to remember he was adjusting to New York. He's a good piece right now, but you know we would prefer to get him to the bench just so we can plug somebody else in there. I'm gonna go with Batty. Batty is a premier prospect. I would give him the position right now. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to go with the trades, but Brett Baty is a very talented person. So right now we get to see what Brett Baty could do. He's probably going to bat like 7th or 8th in the lineup. We also have trade options. You know, I don't know. We might go after Brian Reynolds. There are other options out there. I don't want Met fans to be down. Please, this opens the door to so many more opportunities. I mean, everybody wanted Javier Baez a couple years to be on a team. Then what happened? We assessed the risk. It wasn't worth it. And then we move forward and we have other things that work out better. You know, a lot of times when things don't work out, everybody's heard the situation. When one door closes, another door opens. We have to look at it like that. Be positive, Met fans. Be happy. Because every day, think of it, every time Carlos Correa would have slid, every time he would have, went an extra base, our hearts would have been like, oh my God, this guy better not get injured. We owe him $300 million. Please don't get injured. You know, we don't want to have to worry about that every day. So, obviously, we don't have to worry about that. We're going to get a guy who is healthy. We're going to get another piece who fits better. And, you know what? I'm going to be on top of this, Met fans. Thank you so much for sticking with me. You guys are the best. I mean, I really appreciate this. Realistically, it's going to be 2 weeks on Thursday that I really started streaming consistently every day. I've had, a tremendous amount of feedback, positive feedback. Really, I always say this because it does, it really does mean the world to me. I've had a couple subscribers really help me out, give me some good information, likes, inspiration. A lot of YouTubers out there that I currently follow, they're the people who inspire me. And, I'd like to say thank you to them. Obviously some of them know who they are, but, I want to say thank you to everyone. So let's like the video. If there's one thing that you found of value, just one tiny thing, just please like the video, subscribe. There's plenty more to come. And Met fans, please just be positive. Don't worry. We've had a lot of failure in the past, but good things are coming. You have to believe that, and things happen for a reason, and this wasn't a guy, there'll be another person that is a guy. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day, and let's go Mets.